All right, guys, here right now we have Jim from Canada.
Thanks for having me on the show. I always appreciate being a guest.
Right.
Thank you for that. So much easier.
Because you're usually a host.
Yeah, I am a host.
Yeah. And so tell me, that's a very nice top you have on.
A top, yes.
Yes, that's very dapper, actually.
Green.
Right? No, it's not green, but it's very dapper. I love the sleeves and everything. You are a funky man. The shoes, the socks.
That you have air conditioning.
Yeah. What's your astrological sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Okay, we'll forgive that. I'm joking. Virgos are good people. I think every astrological sign
Virgo,
is anyway.
one Earth monkey. Earth monkey's interesting.
Oh, you even know you're Chinese.
Chinese is great. I love it. Virgo, Chinese is kind of accurate though. And numerology is fun too.
I love numerology as well. And I love the name too. Like for instance, J is the 11th letter in the alphabet, so that's a number 2, right? And that's people who really love balance and they love to make sure that everything is going smooth, otherwise they think too much. Yeah, how do you know you're a monkey? Like, does that match your personality?
Oh yeah, the Earth monkey especially, yeah. It was funny because a girlfriend of mine, when she read me the ins and outs of the Earth monkey, I bought into all the bad stuff and refused to believe the good stuff. And she's like, no, you're this, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, a little bit of monkey, on the good side, a lot of monkey. Ah, that's good. But I doubt you are a bad guy because you just seem like you have really good character. So you've been here for 8 months in the Dominican Republic or in Sosúa?
I came to Sosúa 25 years ago with a bunch of RE/MAX agents on a trip. We stayed at Casa Marina.
Wow.
Loved it. Fell in love with the people. Fell in love with the casino. And had some good times out.
Where was the casino?
I can't remember. I went downstairs tonight to try and see if it would jog some memories for me, but I can't remember. It seemed like it was east, and I had to go through some dirt roads to get there.
Yes, there's 2 casinos.
I broke the chain on my bike I was driving. I had my mom on the back. And
your mom on the back?
Yeah, well, there was 15 of us. We're all agents. My mother was my manager at RE/MAX. So
this was 25 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, that's amazing.
I broke the chain on the dirt bike, and a kid stopped, and with literally sticks and stones and no tools, he took the master link out and put it back together and got the chain back up. And when I got back to my buddy, he said, "You probably paid him 10 times too much," but I couldn't believe it. I fell in love with the people, the food, the nightlife was great. It was a different place than Sosúa 25 years ago, but
I've heard. I
fell in love with the place, and then my country kind of went crazy. I'm from St. Catharines, Ontario, and
shouts out Canada.
And they said that they were going to lock the Canadians down if they didn't take the shot. And I'm never taken a flu shot. I'm not taking a new shot. Not that I got a problem with anyone taking it. Like, get your shot. Like, whatever. But I didn't want to get trapped in my own country, so I made a quick decision, and I had a very short period of time to get out of town.
Thoughts are going through his mind.
I basically left in a big hurry and came down here, and I've been here 8 months, and
nice.
It's been wild. It's been really wild. But
are you here to stay now? Because Canadians, I think, as of Monday, were able to travel without the shot.
My father's not doing well back home in Canada, but really, I mean, I spoke to my brother the other day, and it was May or something like that, and he's like, you know what, you haven't missed anything since the day you left in October. I'm like, the weather's been crap. And today it's the same temperature in my hometown that it is here, but the lake's 56 degrees and my pool's 93. And the ocean's, I don't know, 78, 80, it's like a tub.
Right,
so,
okay.
You get summer for 3 months there, and for 1 month you can swim in the lake. Without getting hypothermia. And other than my father and my brother, I mean, I really I don't have much family back at home, and so it's been an interesting ride though. And I sold real estate for 30 years back home. And
you sold what?
I sold real estate. I'm like, I'm a realtor back home.
Oh, okay. So sober-listic?
I sold real estate.
Oh, sold real estate. I thought you said I'm sober-listic. I'm like, sober? Is that a new word for someone that's cleaned up?
I kind of gravitated towards that when I got down here, and it's been an interesting ride. Let's just say that. It has not been an instant, like, you get a acclimate yourself to not only the climate but the business climate
Yes,
and the way
absolutely.
of doing business. And everyone's a realtor down here, you know.
And they don't need any type of certificate, and you know, there's no regulations, which I think is good in regards to somebody that's coming down here and they don't have the certificates, but they have that knack to be able to do that. I want to go back to your brother. Now, he told you that, like, you're not missing anything. That's pretty cool. Like, he's really supportive.
Yeah.
And what, has he been here before?
Yeah, he was here on my initial trip, and that was the first time I ever left the continent. And my brother is the world traveler. I never wanted to leave my country.
Right.
I was never the guy that says, "Oh, I'm going to the beach." It was never my goal to end up on a beach somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
I left in my own head more than anything, probably a necessity to get out before I was trapped.
Right.
And I had a path at a friend of mine that said, "Jimmy, get out of there."
And your friend was here?
Yeah.
Oh,
she bought a couple
okay.
months before I came down, and she's like, "Get out now before you can't get out." And
Right.
I just kind of went with my faith and
Nice.
prayed that it would work out. And I'm still here. I didn't know how I'd make it 3 months, but now I'm here 8. And
Do you have any plans
God
to,
is
well,
good.
I asked you if you have any plans to leave, and you said your dad's sick, but your brother told you that, hey, he's holding down
yeah,
the
I mean,
roost.
I love it here. The people are great. I mean, I was talking to Sheila before I came on. I'm like, you know what? The people that give me the hardest times are the expats. Like, the
Right.
locals are so beautiful, and you know, the men.
Yes.
No offense
The
to
local
the women,
Dominican
but
men.
The local Dominican men, when they smile, they brighten the whole street up. Like, I mean, and they smile. I passed a guy coming up the hill at Caribe Campo the other day. He was driving his bike. He had a smile this big on his face, and there was no one around. He wasn't smiling at me.
Right.
And as far as I was concerned, he had no reason to be smiling at anything. But I was just like, wow, it's been culture shock, and in a good way.
Right,
You know?
of course,
And,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm really
And you live in Caribe Campo?
yes.
So you live where there's a lot of expats, but you just go down the hill and you're with everyone, locals.
Yeah, we got a nice little bar down there that's been my home away from home. It's
Right?
not so much anymore because it's low season.
Right.
Or slow
George's, we can say George's is George's.
Yeah.
Shouts out, George.
And you know, what a great man. You know,
Yeah.
he's kind of like a father figure to me, and he's
Oh,
a Vietnam
nice.
vet, and you know,
He's a Vietnam vet.
Russia through Brazil, through New York City, through Philadelphia. So as soon as I landed, I got to George's, and I'm like, there was an Eagles hat behind the bar, and I'm an Eagles
Right.
fan. I'm a Philadelphia Flyers and Eagles fan, and I'm
Okay.
like, who's the
Eagles football.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Okay. Right.
And I was like, who's the Flyers fan? They're like, or the Eagles fan? They're like, what? I said, Eagles. Who? Oh, George. So,
Oh, okay.
so we have that in common, but it's
Right.
such a.
I have
such
to
a
have
nice
George come on the show. George is very well known here in
man.
Sosúa.
He's a legend.
Yeah, just a great guy,
Yeah,
friendly.
Straight, tell you exactly how it is. There's no bull, no static.
Yeah,
and just
no
a really-
flowers. and everyone appreciates him.
Yeah, he's a legend. And you know, one of the first nights I was here, I went down and I was having a beer, and he said, "I'm going to take the golf cart down. I'm going to go around." And he says, "You want to come with me?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so he took me to see all his friends, all the owners of bars too, because he's a bar owner, right?
That's
So-
right.
So,
Yeah.
and there's still people I remember when George brought you in here, kid.
Right?
You know,
Oh,
so,
nice.
he's
And
been
his
very
golf
kind to me.
cart. That's another thing too. What do you think about the golf carts? Because guys here in the Dominican, well, in Sosúa, a lot of people are going around in golf carts, and I'm thinking about getting one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bike. My business partner lent me his 300 Gato, so I'm driving that,
nice.
which I love. But your head needs to be really on the swivel. You need to be really careful over here. So,
Oh yeah.
and just because they come out of everywhere, and you know,
I've heard this.
no one stops, and you know, they
Right.
they're their own traffic cops. It seems like so, but yeah,
And-
you got to be careful.
Right. And do you wear a helmet?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You do?
I'm not going to Dominican jail. No, I'm a good boy. No problem.
That's a new thing, actually.
No problemo.
Before, they never used to do that. That's just a new thing.
Yeah, no.
All right. So, Jim, I have to have you come on the show again.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about like what your favorite foods are. Before we go, what are some of the favorite things you do like to do here?
Well, I'm just listing hotels and resorts mainly.
Right.
I'm trying to survive and at the same time get out of my shell, because when I'm left on my own devices, I kind of gravitate towards solitude. So although everyone knows I'm outgoing, but you know, when it's tough and I'm by myself, right? So I kind of I have to try and get out more. I have to watch the rum because it's danger. It's, you know, it's with the sugar cane and whatever. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Right.
No, the local food's amazing. It's cheap. I got a guy, the sweetest man in Sosúa, one of the sweetest men in Sosúa. He delivers it to my house. Like, I mean, the special's 150 pesos.
Right.
That's a
He's
good
Dominican
lunch.
Now, guys.
Yeah, no,
You're right. 150 pesos. They deliver it, and you get like, what's your favorite? The chicken, the beef, or the pork?
Pollo frito.
We got a reformed.
All these little hidden beaches. There's one beside. I'm trying to describe it without mentioning anyone. Down by a couple of the hotels beside the resort.
Playa Alicia.
Yeah, but there's
Casa Marina.
Yeah, right, Casa Marina Beach.
Yeah.
Well, there's a public access down off one of the hotels there.
You go to that one.
Nobody uses it.
Right. I heard nobody uses it. And there's a guy that was on this show before too. Shouts out. He's a magician. Do you know the magician?
I've seen him at Sosúa.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, his name. Oh, I can't believe Wayne Morris. So he goes down there a lot and he swims. But before we do end, I want to tell you that other casino that you were at, where your bike broke down when you were with your mom, is in Playa Chiquita.
Is that the one? Okay.
Yes, Playa Chiquita.
I've been there once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I wondered if that was it, but it would not. I'm like, is this it? So,
you'll still take some dirt roads to get there.
Yeah.
Playa Chiquita. So that's exactly where a lot of people go and they have fun and you know,
Yeah, it's a good little party there. I've only been once, and I was there. It was late at night, and I didn't stay long. So, but
me too. Like 4 years ago. And, but I'm like you as well. I go into solitude with my dog. But I love that, and you know. But I do socialize on Wednesdays and Sundays. Those are my days to go out and get into not the rum, but the wine. All right, guys, this is Jim. Jim, thank you so much. You are a lovely guy. This is my first time ever meeting you. We have to go and get into some rum one day. And I want to be a guest on your show again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We had that booked, and I'm looking forward to doing that. It's a little different. We do it by Zoom, but you get all the time you need over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
No
That's
commercial
good.
breaks, nothing, just talk.
No commercial
talk.
breaks. All right. So, you guys, I do want to shout out your YouTube channel, though, just because I do believe in your what you speak about, even though I haven't been a guest on there. www.youtube.com / True?
TrueTube, TREW.
TrueTube.
Yeah, or the Jim Fannon Show. Or,
right, TrueTube. Yeah. And you guys can just imagine what TrueTube stands for. All right, I'm going to give you some Dominican daps.
Gracias, amiga.
Oh, tú hablas español. All right, guys, we're going to go to a commercial break. We are going to come back with my friend Sheila from VLA. Make sure you stay tuned, but watch this little commercial before the commercials, because it's going to tell you about how you can come on and be an actor. We'll be right back. Living Good. Are you an actor? How about a writer? Maybe a producer? We want you for principal and background roles. That's right. There's a brand new show coming out that is just in the works right now called Society, based upon true stories about love, deceit, money, and life lessons. We want you to come aboard, so please give us a shout. The information is on the screen, and even if you don't speak English,
That's okay. Even if you don't live in the Dominican Republic, that's also okay. You can always be on a show when you do visit the Dominican Republic. Actors are wanted, writers and producers. And if you would like to get involved just by contributing monetarily, that would be awesome too. We will give you a producer credit and mention your name. Contact us today for more information.